Hello everybody, it is Yo-Yo Cat here. Now if you're in a rush to get this achievement, go ahead and look in the description and you'll see a list of the seed and all of the coordinates that you'll need. But if you'd rather watch me go through all of the steps with you, then let's continue. So go ahead and create a new world, and I'm going to name this Supersonic, the name of the achievement that we're doing. So we're gonna go survival, peaceful. Now I have done this achievement before, but I did a really crappy job the first time, so I'm remedying that by doing this now, where I'm going to give you a whole seed 7450-3997-5415-9464 and 024. And now you want to have bonus chest on, because why not? Show coordinates definitely on, and the rest doesn't matter. So once you load into the world, go ahead, open the bonus chest, and you'll see some stuff. I was gonna say you're gonna see an axe, but you're not always gonna see an axe. Get whatever you have here. You don't really need any of this other stuff. Make yourself a a wooden pickaxe. I would just recommend getting 3 cobblestone. You don't need any more than that. You actually need a stone axe. Actually, no, you need 2 stone axes. So you're going to see a forest around these coordinates right here. And so what I want you to do now is get yourself 4 stacks of logs. It sounds like a lot, I know, but it's very needed, because you're going to need to get across the end void, and yeah, you're gonna need a lot of blocks for that. So 4 stacks of logs. You don't worry about replanting. There goes my axe. 64. There we go. Now I have 4 stacks of logs. I would not recommend turning those into planks just yet. I would definitely wait a bit. So now that you have 4 stacks of logs, what I want you to do is go over to this village that is near the coordinates 334. Doesn't matter what the y coordinate is. And then 1322, and find a bed, pick it up, and then go to the previously mentioned coordinates. So I am now at the specified coordinates. I have everything that I need, so let's now dig straight down. You don't have to worry about lava. Look around the barrels here. You're also going to want to grab a lot of these decorated pots. I wouldn't bother leaving the room at all, but I would get at least all of the pots that are in this room. Honestly, you don't even need diamonds, so I wouldn't worry about picking those up. Actually, you know what? Maybe do pick those up. I'm not entirely sure what is and isn't consistent across all saves of the game. I guess these barrels aren't very consistent, because the first time I did it, there was an ender pearl in here. So I've now found an ender pearl. You only need 1. Hey guys, Editor Yo-Yo here. I wouldn't stress too much about finding an ender pearl in this room. Because of something I learned later in this video, just don't stress about it, alright? You'll realize what mistake I made pretty soon, but don't worry, I do fix my mistake, and this still works. So after you get all of the pots and all of that stuff out of here, make yourself a diamond sword. Do you actually need an iron pickaxe? I don't think you actually need an iron pickaxe. You know what? I have now decided you don't actually need an iron pickaxe, as long as you have a decent stone pickaxe, of which I am now going to combine this stone pickaxe with this stone pickaxe. But I will make a chest plate with the iron that I have. Also, another thing that I recommend is grab a barrel. So then pick up your crafting table and then go to the coordinates 339, -23, and 1312, and then go ahead and dig yourself straight down. Again, don't worry about lava. You don't have to. Okay, and then you're going to find yourself in the stronghold. Now, go through this little archway, take your first right, and then your first left, and you will see the end portal right there. So now what I'd recommend you do is come out here, maybe even go inside of this jail cell right here, place down your barrel and your bed, place down the barrel, place down the bed, set your spawn point, and I guess sleep if that works for you. Go into the barrel, place a bunch of your oak logs. Another note, when you do this achievement, don't make a chest plate, because there's 2 chest plates right here. I don't know why I didn't think of that. And then if you're here in this corridor, right before the end portal, and then you come down this way, then you're gonna find this chest right here. Open this chest, and you should find a bunch of iron ingots. Make sure you make a bucket out of this. I forgot to say this earlier, But yeah, make a bucket out of that. So go ahead and place down your crafting table, make yourself a bucket. Go back to basically where you started. So here's the end portal. Go take your first right, take your first left, and then take your second right, and then you should see that is new. Well, anyways, you should see a water bucket. Go ahead and, or a water block. Go ahead and take that. Now you need to make yourself another portal. Put your water there. Get the lava bucket, place it over here. You only need these two. Okay, so now grab the water bucket. I am not an expert on this, so bear with me. So go ahead, grab the gravel that you got earlier, and we're just gonna have to break this a bunch of times. Never mind, or we can just break it one time and get a flint. So now we can go the iron nugget and the flint and steel and light up the portal. Make sure you put the ender pearl in the chest so you don't end up accidentally using it. And then go ahead and hop in the portal. Okay, so now we're going to try and get to the coordinates 15, 57, and 329. Or we could also just follow where I'm going to go. Now I'm pretty sure that the block is right up here. So here I am at these coordinates 15, 57, 329. So now what I want to do is just dig straight into this wall that I see. And then you're going to find yourself right in this corridor. And then you're going to see a blaze spawner right here. I am going to get rid of this lava. I would recommend closing this off. And hopefully this works out well for us. So now what you're gonna have to do is turn your game into easy mode, and then kill one of these guys, and then get out, because you only need one blaze rod. Shoot. Easy, easy. So yeah, just pause it. Go peaceful. Boom, you have a blaze rod. And now, just head right back to where you were. Okay, so now that you have your blaze rod, go ahead and grab your ender pearl, make your blaze powder, combine it with the ender pearl. There we go, now you have your eye of ender. And I wonder, on the PC version... What? Wait, hold on. I was pretty sure that when you load up a seed, it has a set number of eyes of ender in the portal. But when I tested this, there was all but one eye of ender in the portal. Is it random every time you generate the same seed? So this is the moment I was talking about, and yeah, so from now on, this video is going to be a lot more informed. Alright, so I need myself 6 ender pearls and 3 blaze rods. So let me go and do that. Let me make sure that it's still in peaceful mode. Oh shoot. Shoot! Okay, turn that back to peaceful. I noticed my health was getting low, so I turned it back to peaceful, and now I'm going to regenerate health again. And before you ask, yes, this is cheating, but you're gonna do it anyways. There we go, now let's turn it back into peaceful mode, and let's get out of here. Alright, so once you have all of the rest of the blaze powder, the blaze rods you're gonna need, put them in the chests, you don't want to lose them. Also, I did confirm that yes, every single time you load up the seed, it's going to have a different number of eyes of ender already loaded in, so your portal is not going to look the same as mine. Anyways, now we're going to find the warped forest. So the coordinates you're trying to get to for the warped forest is -142, 94, and 142. You could either try and follow those coordinates yourself, or you can just follow what I do. So we have to get up there, first things first. We have to go up further now. Basically, this whole thing is just trying to get up to higher ground. And now we have to get up there, which we can build around, or we can dig. So what I'm going to do before I dig up is dig a sideways trench so I can duck out of the way. In hindsight, definitely make an extra pickaxe. So now once you break out of there, then it should be right over here. What that was scary. Anyways, I am going to build up a little platform here. I have also just gotten Hot Tourist Destination. So if you're missing that achievement, this is also quite good for that as well. All right, so I think this is a pretty good sized platform. So now what I want you to do is go turn the game to easy mode. So I might as well take off all the Endermen that I can. This won't backfire. So I now have 3 Ender Pearls. I need 3 more. This is taking a while, to be honest. Okay, I should have 6 now. There we go. I now have 6. So now just go back the way you came, or just follow where I go. I'm going to speed up the footage again, just in case you forgot the way you came from. And hopefully I also don't forget the way I came from. And now we're back. Load them into the portal, but do not go into the portal yet. You are not ready. No! No! Oh no. Well, that took me a while to fix. Pro tip, do not crouch while placing in the Eyes of Ender. Go, just go around. Just go around. It'd be so much easier. Anyways, there we go. That was a huge hassle. Anyways, let's go back. Look at our chest. Dump everything you don't need. Any items? Maybe I'll keep the sticks. But yeah, blocks. Keep everything like that. Definitely take the water bucket. You need the water bucket. Do not forget it. Convert all of these into planks. And now that you have all the blocks you're gonna need, your water bucket, don't forget it. Let's hop into the portal, and I really hope I'm not forgetting anything. The end city that you want to go to is at the coordinates -283, 60, and -1248. Oh, I guess this is also an achievement guide for the end ? Anyways, how to get to this end city, not by just looking at the coordinates. Well, first we gotta get onto the island. Also, you better hope that you have a very strong pinky for this, because you're gonna need a very strong pinky. Okay, so now that you're actually on the island, I have dug up and bridged across. Now you want to go to this far right corner, and that's going to be the negative coordinates that you want to see. And you just really want to hope that this Ender Dragon does not charge at you. Now that you're at this far negative corner, -72, -62, yeah, just start building. What the heck? Anyways, we're now free from the Ender Dragon, so let's pop on some music, kick back, and pray that our pinkies hold up. Alright, so now I am all the way over onto the end island. I am curious how long that took. I will put the amount of time that took on the screen right now. That used up basically all of the oak planks. Didn't use all of it because we're still not to the ancient city yet. Yeah, we'll put this tower right here. Build up a little thing right here. But before we go too high up, what we need to do is dig a little bit down and place some wood. And then basically what you have to do is just dig out of here. Then place your bucket of water right there. That is scary because you can't even see it, but it's there. I want to make a couple more rings like that. And there we go. Now we have some 1x1 rings. So now that we seem to be level with the ship, another thing that I kind of want to do, build up a little 1x1 ring just so that when I jump, I know I'm going to be lined up with that 1x1 thing right there. Now, go ahead, go down to the bottom here. You should see your elytra. Go ahead, take that, put that on. I think there's some boots in here if you wanna have that stuff on. You wanna jump from here, and then right before you pass through those rings, press the space bar or the jump or whatever you have, press that, and go into the elytra mode right before you pass through the hole. Nope. Okay. So I really screwed that one up, but that's okay, because now what I'm gonna do, I was gonna have to do this anyways. Yeah, just basically climb up this thing. So yeah, once you get to this little thing, just build up to here. So now that you've built this area, now you're completely fine to try as many times as you'd like. And then hit the space button, and hopefully you'll get it soon. Now, when you do it properly, you're gonna have to wait like 2 to 5 business days for the achievement to load in, because that bug is super difficult to patch, I guess. So I guess in the meantime, I'm just gonna try it over and over again until I get the achievement. Oh, okay, so I didn't even make it up the tower a second time, and I have just gotten the achievement. Let me prove that I have done exactly that. Completed. Supersonic. Well, that was the Supersonic achievement. Thank you all very much for watching this far in the video, and let me know if I did help you out. Also, let me know if you had any troubles, although I'm sure this achievement guide is going to be completely outdated in like 5 days after this is uploaded. Quite discouraging, I must say. Anyways, please like and subscribe, it really helps me out a lot, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.